That little brown bottle sitting in the back of your medicine cabinet. It costs about $1 at most drugstores, yet it can replace dozens of expensive products you're currently buying. We're talking about hydrogen peroxide, a simple compound made of just water and one extra oxygen atom. And that tiny extra atom makes all the difference. For over a century, hydrogen peroxide has been a household staple, but most people only think of it as something you pour on a scraped knee. Well, here's the thing. Doctors actually do not recommend it for wounds anymore because it can slow down healing. That does not mean this stuff is not incredibly useful. In fact, you might be shocked at just how many things it can do for your health, your hygiene, and your home. According to the CDC, hydrogen peroxide is effective at killing yeasts, fungi, bacteria, viruses, and even mold spores. It's a powerful oxidizer, which is why it works so well as a bleaching agent and disinfectant. And unlike many commercial cleaners and health products, it breaks down into nothing more than water and oxygen, making it one of the most environmentally friendly options out there. The key is knowing how to hit it properly. We're talking about the standard 3% hydrogen peroxide you can grab at any pharmacy or grocery store for pocket change. Not the industrial strength stuff, not the 35% food-grade concentrate, just the regular brown bottle. So, before you overlook that humble bottle on your next shopping trip, stick around, because these 15 hacks are about to change the way you look at hydrogen peroxide forever. Professional teeth whitening can cost anywhere from $300 to over $1,000 at the dentist, and even over-the-counter whitening strips will set you back $30 to $50 a box. But here is what the dental industry does not always advertise. Hydrogen peroxide is the active whitening ingredient in most of those expensive products anyway. You are essentially paying for packaging and marketing. You can make your own whitening rinse at home for practically nothing. Just mix equal parts 3% hydrogen peroxide and water, so about half a cup of each, and swish it around your mouth for 30 to 60 seconds. Then spit it out. The peroxide works as a bleaching agent that breaks down stains on the surface of your teeth through a chemical process called oxidation. It can penetrate the enamel's outer surface to lift both external stains from coffee and wine, and even some internal discoloration. If you want to kick things up a notch, you can also mix a few teaspoons of baking soda with a small amount of hydrogen peroxide to create a paste. Use this as a toothpaste a couple of times a week for whitening power. Now, you do not want to overdo this. A few times a week is plenty. And if you experience any sensitivity or irritation, cut back or stop altogether. But for most people, this simple rinse can gradually brighten your smile without spending a dime on fancy whitening kits. The American Dental Association has recognized hydrogen peroxide as a safe and effective whitening agent when used at appropriate concentrations. Number 2. Freshen your breath naturally. Bad breath is something everyone deals with at some point, and most commercial mouthwashes just mask the odor with strong flavors and alcohol without actually addressing the root cause. You might feel that minty burn for a few minutes, but the bacteria responsible for the smell are still there, waiting to come right back. Hydrogen peroxide takes a completely different approach. Because it is antibacterial, a diluted hydrogen peroxide rinse actually kills the bacteria in your mouth that cause bad breath in the first place. It releases oxygen when it comes into contact with these bacteria, which disrupts their environment and eliminates them at the source. It also helps loosen and flush away food particles trapped between teeth and along the gum line. To use it as a mouthwash, dilute 3% hydrogen peroxide with equal parts water, swish it around for about 30 seconds, and spit. Do not swallow it. You will notice your breath stays fresher for longer compared to regular mouthwash. And the best part? A whole bottle of hydrogen peroxide costs less than a single bottle of the name brand stuff. Over the course of a year, the savings really add up. Think about this for a second. Your toothbrush sits out in your bathroom, exposed to all kinds of airborne bacteria every single day. Every time you flush the toilet, microscopic particles become airborne and can settle on nearby surfaces, including your toothbrush. The American Dental Association has noted that toothbrushes can harbor fecal coliform and other bacteria just from being stored in the bathroom. That is not exactly what you want to put in your mouth twice a day. Here is the fix. After brushing, drop your toothbrush into a cup of hydrogen peroxide and let it soak for a few minutes. A study from 2009 found that rinsing toothbrushes in hydrogen peroxide reduced bacterial counts by 85%. That is a massive improvement for something that takes zero effort and costs virtually nothing. Just replace the peroxide in the cup every day or two, and you will have a significantly cleaner toothbrush without buying special UV sanitizers or replacement heads more often than necessary. Number 4. Clean and sanitize fruits and vegetables. You bring home fresh produce from the grocery store, give it a quick rinse under the faucet, and call it clean. But here is the reality. A simple water rinse does not remove all the pesticide residue, bacteria, and other contaminants that cling to the surface of your fruits and vegetables. Think about how many hands have touched that apple before it ended up in your kitchen. Store employees, other shoppers, delivery drivers, the list goes on. Hydrogen peroxide is recognized by the Food and Drug Administration as a safe sanitizing agent for fresh produce. To use it, add about a quarter cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide to a sink or large bowl full of cold water. Let your produce soak for a few minutes, then rinse everything thoroughly with clean water. This method helps eliminate harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella, removes pesticide residue, and can even help your produce last longer by killing the microorganisms that cause early spoilage. This is especially important for delicate items like berries, lettuce, eggers, and other leafy greens that you eat raw and cannot exactly scrub with a brush. For hardier items like apples and potatoes, you can spray them directly with a 1-to-1 hydrogen peroxide and water mixture. Give them a gentle rub and rinse. Another great benefit, because you are killing off the bacteria and fungi that cause produce to go bad, your fruits and vegetables will actually stay fresh longer after a peroxide wash. That means less food waste and more money saved. Athlete's foot is one of those annoying conditions that seems to linger no matter what you do. Over-the-counter antifungal creams can run you $10 to $20 a tube, and they do not always work as fast as you would like. Some people deal with recurring infections for months. Enter hydrogen peroxide. According to the CDC, hydrogen peroxide is effective at killing fungi, which makes it a useful tool in combating foot fungus. Never drink hydrogen peroxide. Ingesting it can cause serious internal damage, including vomiting and severe burning of the digestive tract. Store your hydrogen peroxide in its original dark bottle and keep it in a cool, dark place. Light and heat break it down quickly, which means it loses its effectiveness over time. If your peroxide does not fizz when it hits a surface, it is probably gone flat and will not do much good anymore. Time to grab a fresh bottle. As you can see, that unassuming brown bottle is one of the most versatile and affordable products you can own. Whether you are freshening your breath, cleaning your kitchen, whitening your teeth, or helping your plants grow, hydrogen peroxide does it all, and it does it for a fraction of the cost of the specialized products most people are buying. It is one of those rare items where spending less actually gets you more. This channel is all about sharing useful, common-sense tips that help you stop wasting things and stretch your money further. We post many more ideas like this, So if you find these videos helpful, subscribe and stay up to date. Your wallet will thank you.